Holy shit. Like, literally, the villain in this movie works for Satan. And it's also a movie known as Santa Claus versus the Devil. I mean, I love my heavy music too and stuff, but this movie is from 1959 from a studio in Mexico named, forgive me if I'm saying this wrong ahead of time, we're going to screw up a lot of names in this one, Churubusco Azteca Studio Mexico. Interesting fact about this production company is that they are controlled by the government and have worked on such movies such as Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, Conan the Destroyer, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Total Recall, and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, just to name a few. The list wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. This was directed by Rene Cardona and was released in Mexico November 26, 1959, but it wasn't dubbed in the US until 1960. Okay, that was a long intro. Here we go, let's start this holiday special off. We opened with Santa Claus, who apparently lives in a castle next to Superman and his Fortress of Solitude. Santa is played by Jose Alze Moreno. I wonder if Santa ever had a dueling organ battle with Arcane from Swamp Thing. Santa doesn't have elves, by the way. He has children work for him.
Here are Santa's helpers from
España,
tots from
China,
girls from
Great Britain,
What? 5 minutes in, and I'm already at a loss for words here. Down in hell. Yeah, I can't believe I just said that during a Christmas movie, but here we are. Lucifer is sending his best demon to Earth, played by Jose Luis Jodorowsky, and his evil plan is to make all children on Earth turn bad and turn against Santa Claus. So he takes to the streets to find bad boys and girls.
Suddenly he's with them again. Out of nowhere, he produces 3 rocks, and his evil plan goes into action. This is bad.
If this was made in the 90s, he probably could have recruited the same kids from where the Foot Clan did from the Ninja Turtles.
Anything you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You got any cigarettes? Regular or menthol?
Santa gets wind of this monstrosity down on Earth, and he is pissed.
Darn that devil!
What the fuck is this thing?
Already.
He tracks down one kid who doesn't fall for the demon's influences. Her name is Lupita, and she's played by Lupita Quezades.
Lupita isn't thinking of stealing that doll, is she?
It's yours. Nobody saw you take it, Lupita. They have more and they won't miss it. What does one little doll matter, don't you see?
That's right, put it back.
She doesn't steal the doll after all, like the demon told her to, so we know she's going to be the good kid in this movie. She comes from a poor family, but with really good morals, and she dreams of, well, the demon kind of messes up her dream. I don't blame this kid for looking scared at all. In this movie, Santa Claus can only go to Earth on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so he can't stop this demon monster just yet. One of Santa's many, I don't know what the this is actually, helps him hear the children on Earth. Picks up conversation between 2 children saying that Santa is a dum-dum and that they're going to write him letters saying that they were good, and he would never be able to tell that they were actually bad. Santa's in shock over this, and I'm surprised these kids are that stupid, actually, because Santa sees everything. It's like having somebody else piss in your cup in front of your parole officer. Oh, and for those of you that didn't know, Merlin the Wizard, played by Armando Herrero, lives with Santa. Yeah, that's news to me too. He's kind of like Santa's roommate because Merlin makes him a special concoction that makes him make kids go to sleep if they hear him coming on Christmas Eve. He throws down this dust and you're back to sleep. Yeah, Merlin is such a random character to throw in there. This scene goes a little bit longer than it probably should have, but then he goes to see his keymaker. How? I guess he gets into everyone's house that doesn't have a chimney.
Are you the keymaster?
Not that I know of. Off topic, I'm not sure who this actor is. He has Santa test the keys, which I thought was kind of funny to make sure they work before he gets down to Earth. Then he practices going down chimneys, and that's when we meet his reindeers. Worst filler ever. It's a 90-minute movie, and for fuck's sake, it could have probably only been about 45 minutes if they cut all this out. Finally, Santa is ready to go. Oh, by the way, the reindeers are robots too. Santa lives in a castle and he has kids work for him instead of elves. And now we have Mecha Reindeer. Mecha Rudolph versus Godzilla coming soon.
Phew, that was close. He almost ran into the moon.
Back on Earth, the bad kids are in league with the demon now, and they're up to no good. And the demon is waiting for Santa.
It's freezing. I wish I were back in Hades tending the furnaces.
Okay. He's trying to cover the chimneys and move them so Santa can't get inside. So Santa uses the front door. Thank God he's got those spare keys that were made for him. And he figures out he's being screwed with. Now, the next few scenes, the demon pretty much trying to foul up Santa's plans, but he is no match for old Saint Nick. Well, at first, at least. And then the demon ups his game. Oh yeah, those 3 kids from before? Yeah, they just get in a fight and that story goes nowhere. The demon sneaks onto Santa's sleigh and cuts open Santa's bag of the full powder that Merlin made for him. Santa is chased up a tree by a dog because he doesn't have any, magic powder to put the dog to sleep. And then the demon tells him, hey, Santa, guess what? I'm going to wake up everybody in town so they see you and see that you're a bum. So he wakes up these parents and decides to tell the dad to pull a gun on Santa. Yeah, this is getting kind of serious. They call the police and they think there's a prowler out and about.
Mercy.
Santa gets a hold of Merlin back at Santa HQ, who tells him to use the cat toy that he gave him to get away from the dog. It works. The first responders show up and Santa's gone. They take care of that demon. Before the night is over, Santa stops back over at Lupita's house. She gets that doll that she wanted. Happy ending for her. And a very Merry Christmas to all. The end. And holy shit, why do I do this to myself? This movie was out there. This movie definitely gets an A for trying for practical effects. And they look dated, but yeah, they're okay. They are creative too. There's a lot of smoke transition scenes in this movie, which is okay. And yeah, some scenes go on way too long. Lupita's dream, Merlin making the sleep potion. The acting is over the top, but it's a kid's movie during the Cold War era, so I shouldn't be surprised. So do I recommend this one? Maybe after a ton of eggnog and gin. It's free here on YouTube, so feel free to look up the Santa Claus. And with that, I wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. We'll see you again very soon, all. Take care.